Witam was bardzo serdecznie w pierwszym odcinku Zagrajmy w Not for Broadcast. No cóż, postanowiłem, że to będzie kolejna seria po długim zastanowieniu. Zresztą już od dawna chciałem nagrać tę grę. I w końcu wyszła w całości, że tak powiem, więc zagramy sobie na... Entergainem, poczekajcie... New Game, no to nazwiemy sobie... Daję po prostu i... Kontynuujemy i zagramy sobie na Real Challenge, nie wiem, na broadcasterze, bo to jest recommended i zbalansowana rozgrywka. Te wcześniejsze, no, tutaj w ogóle nie ma żadnych utrudnień, to jest łatwe, a broadcaster jest ponoć rekomendowany, więc zagramy sobie na broadcasterze, więc zacznijmy.
That's all coming up on tonight's National Nightly News.
W skrócie gra to jest po prostu interaktywny film. I przyznam, że nawet jest bardzo dobry w przeciwieństwie do niektórych gier, które wychodzą 3A, czegoś tak się one nazywały. Bo wiem, jaki jest problem z dzisiejszymi grami 3A. Dobra, dzień pierwszy. The Elections, czyli wybory.
Hi David, I have a call for you. I'm just putting it through. All right, mate. Dave here. Listen, I know you've only come in to clean up the place, but I've got a bit caught up, so you're gonna have to run the news tonight. Now, don't worry, it's not hard, and I'm gonna stay on the phone and help you. First, I'm gonna give you a quick tour of the broadcast room, so if you're not doing it already, look forwards towards all those screens.
Dobra, to jak proszę nas spojrzyj w lewo.
That coloured bar is your audience. You want to keep the viewers going up and not down.
To są nasi widzowie.
Underneath that, you've got the screens. The one on the right is the broadcast screen. That's what the viewers are seeing at home. It's only a couple of seconds behind the master screen there in the middle. That's the one you control. Now the four small
Czyli
screens.
to widzą widzowie, a to jest to, co kontrolujemy.
And you can choose between them.
Tutaj wybieram kamery tymi przyciskami. To jest cenzura, to później się dowiemy, o co z tym chodzi.
Have a look to your left. These plugs control everything in the studio. I've left them set up for you, so provided you haven't fiddled with them, all you have to do now is throw the master trip switch and we're in business. Once you've got the power on, face the front again. You can see on the broadcast screen that we're in the end titles for the show before us. Fortunately, they go on for fucking ages, so there's plenty of time for me to explain. Oh, right, okay, they're over, so we haven't got long now to...
I czas leci do rozpoczęcia się wiadomości. To są reklamy, więc tak. Lana Jamesa lubimy. Crazy Nila też lubimy i... A, Bumblebee. Bumbley, przepraszam. Okej. Są dwie pierwsze ważne postaci, Jeremy Donaldson oraz Jenny.
You're trying to kill me.
And yet you persist. Going 5, 4.
But now, it's time to join Jeremy Donaldson.
Good evening, I'm Jeremy Donaldson. Our main stories tonight.
Okay, we're all good. Next is going to be the throw to the news titles on screen 2. There'll be a countdown, but I'll count you in as well. Just relax, mate. It's all gravy.
Buys Honest Andy's Totally Independent and corners the flowered market. Top chat.
Jenny jest postacią też ważną, gdyż ona jest floor managerem, tutaj zarządza tymi wiadomościami w sumie.
And a spoonful of
I no, odegra ważną rolę po prostu w tej grze. Nie chcę spoilerować jej, bo tu łatwo spoilery. Pojawił się sygnał na kamerze drugiej.
Jeremy with button 1 when that globe in the middle shrinks down and vanishes.
Oczywiście muszę go poprawić, żeby wyglądał jak najlepiej.
Switch to screen 1. Now, lovely, mate.
But first, the votes are in, and it's a decisive win for advance.
We often get a bit of interference around this time, mate. Keep your eye on the machine at the bottom right. Use that slide
To są zakłócenia.
or your scroll wheel to move the wave up and down, keeping the green bit in the
Już użyj tej gałki na tym, na myszce, takie trochę łamanie czwartej ściany, ale okej.
Parties have all conceded defeat to Advance's overwhelming mandate, but have yet to
No właśnie, ta partia Advance też jest bardzo ważna w tej grze. Bo to, co się będzie działo z nią, to jest hit po prostu.
end of the segment. Make sure you don't play it too early or we'll all get fired. Now the clock at the top is counting you down to the advert. When it reaches 0, press one of the 3
A to są kamery do włączenia. Nie kamery, tylko reklamy.
I normally play the first one and the first break and so on, but you can play them in any order you want. I'll count you into it as well, but keep your eye on the clock.
to hear the co-leaders accept this.
And 3, 2, 1, advert.
1 minute back, everybody.
Jeremy, I need you to fill after
O, kolejna ważna postać, Megan Wolf.
running late. I thought I'd ask him about the election.
Personally, I wouldn't try to confuse him with any big words.
That's the same policy we use with you. I thought that was our little secret. It's all right, he doesn't remember anything I tell him.
I'm deeply uncomfortable with your burgeoning friendship. Yeah.
Tu mamy kolejną bardzo ważną postać dla całej gry. Alan James. Też nie jedną rzecz zrobi w tej grze.
Cutting between multiple cameras to keep things interesting. A lot of it's down to personal taste, but here's 3 good rules of thumb. 1. Try and keep the shot on whoever is doing the talking. 2. Don't stay on the same shot for too long, 10 seconds at the most. So if you're on the person who's talking, try and throw in the odd reaction shot or pull out to the wide shot for a bit just to keep it interesting. 3. Don't stay on reaction shots for too long. A couple of seconds is usually enough. Then the audience will see you doing the
Też jest dosyć ciekawa postać. Ten, co tu przychodzi.
sounds. You've seen programs on television, haven't you? Make it look like those. Might as well get screen 1.
Bulgerem rzuci zaraz.
No need to wait for the broadcast to start. Try and stay ahead, mate.
We're coming back from the break.
To jest Lawrence Blundercatch. To jest drugoplanowa postać. Jest też dosyć
Seconds, everybody.
ciekawa, że tak powiem.
Going in 5, 4, 3.
Welcome back to the National Nightly News. Later, we'll be hearing from shock election winners Advance. But first,
Get ready to go to Megan on screen 4.
is here with the star of both stage and screen. Megan?
Thank you, Jeremy. Megan Wolf, culture correspondent. And today I have a guest who's starred in everything. Shakespeare.
Right, go to Blunderclatch on screen 3 when she says his
Joined
name.
today by none other than Lawrence Blunderclatch. Thank you so much for coming on.
Oh my dear, I do hope you
Tam spadł mi audience, nie wiem czemu. Czasem niestety ta gra ma takie odpały, że tak powiem.
May I say having you here with us is among ours.
Right, now just try and stay on whoever's talking.
Latest movie, which is called The Medicated.
The medicated, yes.
Wow, what was that like?
Well, as I said to Peter at the Rat, that's Peter Jensen, the director.
Give us a look at Megan's reaction. Lovely. Now back to Thunder Twat.
I've worked with him on several movies, all terribly successful. I said to Peter, what a wild ride!
Ogólnie to jest chłop, który ma typowy aktor, który jest z wywalonym ego, że jest najlepszy i co można mniej więcej powiedzieć, niż pojawi chyba z 3 razy maksymalnie.
Was that a challenge at all?
What exactly are you implying? But seriously, yes, you're right. It was a complete departure from my last.
Ogólnie nie lubię tego typa.
Sergeant Brock Rockman in Bullet Man. You'll remember that was the true story of one soldier's fight for a love that surpasses all others. A love, of course, for freedom. I think it's grossed over $1 billion, but honestly, who's counting?
It's a role that saw you scoop 2 Best Actor awards, if I remember correctly.
It's so sweet of you to mention it, but I really am not in it for the awards. Those 3 little statues do take pride of place on my mantelpiece.
With all the others, I'm sure. So, if you're not doing it for the awards, what is it then that drives you?
That is a beautiful question, Megan. And not easy to
No,
answer.
ciekawe.
And not easy. Like you, I'm afraid. Cut me, and I will bleed. And often, that's how it feels, doesn't it? Doesn't it? Bleeding, doesn't it? Giving, suffering for one's audience. I suppose in the end, I do it for the differences. I do it for the people that I inspire.
Chyba dla pieniędzy to robisz, kolego.
I think I do it for the positive change that I can bring about in the world.
And today, of course, we're in for some real change, it looks like, in the coming few months. What do you make of this historic election result?
Oh, well.
Przez cenzury. Zaraz się nada.
Indeed, historic is the word. Well, difficult, isn't it? Very difficult. But I think I've always been quite clear that when it comes to politics, one should always strive to not fuck things up.
Shit, he swore. Oh, well, don't worry, he won't do it again. Shit, he did it again. Okay, don't panic. I'll explain how to deal with swearing at the break.
Medicated, which opens next week.
Right, they've swapped the shot of Jeremy on screen 1 for a VT of the movie clip. You'll get a countdown on the screen, but I'll just let Megan cue you in.
My character, Dr. Lance Hemlock, is faced with a decision that could affect humanity's very survival.
Exciting stuff. Let's take a look. Exciting stuff.
Okej, tutaj się jakaś awantura teraz dzieje. Ogólnie można to... Dobrze. To, co teraz się tam dzieje w studiu, to można sobie obejrzeć też oczywiście potem. Poza oczywiście wiadomościami. Jest taki pokoik, Rashes się nazywa, tam się wchodzi i można sobie odpalić wszystkie takie niuanse.
Need to see this.
Right, now let's match it back by going downwards.
Słychać ten brytyjski akcent u niektórych osób, nie? W końcu chyba w Anglii robili to. Bloody perfect, no właśnie, kurczę. Zresztą. To jest kolejna reklama. No ten pierwszy wiadomość jest taki tutorial, mogę to wyłączyć klikając to, ale no. Nie chcę, żeby zostało to. Już się wiedzieli, o co chodzi w tej grze.
Down the bleep button or the spacebar on your keyboard for as long as the swear word lasts. It can take a bit of practice getting used to hearing 2 things at once. Just stay calm and you'll get it. And if you can't tell when to bleep, just above the button, you'll literally be able to see the sound scrolling by. All you've got to do is hold it down while the red bit is over the red line. Simple. Of course, if you do it by eye, you'll have to take your eye off the screens. That's why real professionals do it by ear. Most people like to have the volume of the broadcast screen a little bit below the master screen. Let's set it now. As you turn it up, you'll hear the advert getting louder. Good. You're set to start censoring. Like I say, it takes a little practice, but I'll try and help you through it, and soon we'll have you bleeping like a pro. Remember, button lights up, count 1, 2, and hold it down.
Okej.
Remember to select screen 1 now that you've got the feed. Don't wait for the broadcast to go live. That's too late. You can use the number buttons on your keyboard, 1 to 4.
Seriously?
5, 4, 3.
Ogólnie ta gra jest w demie, nie? Jak chcesz sobie grać, to możesz sobie pobrać właśnie ten Elections Day.
Live to Advance headquarters, where the two leaders, Peter Clement and Julia Salisbury, are about to make their acceptance address.
Oh shit, he's pissed.
Shall I start?
Go for it, Pat.
Okay, well,
Kolejne dwie ważne osoby, Julia Salisbury i Peter Clement.
where do I start? What a day.
They said we couldn't do
They
it.
certainly did.
They used every dirty, low-down, lying southern bastard trick they had against us. But you, the people, you saw right through their shite.
I'm sorry about the language there.
Sorry about that. I've had a couple of celebratory pints. Makes me coarser than a granny's fanny.
Memorably put.
Nailed it.
But to be honest, who can blame Peter for celebrating? Throughout the campaign, you've heard us say that Advance are not a political party. A party is what you have when things are going well. When the country is suffering, you don't need a party. You need a team. A team that can change things. But today is day one of a new future. A better, fairer future. So perhaps we should all be celebrating.
Except for the rich. For them, the party's over. They shouldn't be celebrating. They should be putting their shitting pants on and opening their dusty checkbooks.
Again, colourfully put, but not inaccurate. Before we came out here to address the nation, we used our executive powers to pass the Assets and Wealth Act. Working with the tax office, we have produced a definitive list of every person in the country with wealth into the millions.
You know the sort of problem. You rather you don't.
Dobra.
You and me are not welcome in their gated communities.
Tomorrow, we will be introducing a sweeping reform of the tax system in this country. No more hiding wealth offshore, no more trust funds or creative accounting. A fairer, unavoidable set of tax laws.
So, all you bastard public school snobs have got nowhere to
Zapomniałem coś w sklepie kupić i muszę jechać jeszcze raz.
We revoked your passports. You want them back? You want to leave like you threatened before the election? That's fine. But first, you're gonna pay up. You're gonna pay back.
Advance are going to turn this country from a nation of warring individuals into a team. To properly fund health and education. To raise the living standards of us all.
The pundits
Taki trochę komunizm, bym powiedział.
billions, but you'll see when we've reclaimed what's ours.
Tylko w nowych kolorach.
Ferret shite. So to you posh twats,
The people who pay you a pittance to serve them drinks in their private clubs. The people whose children you raise.
so they've got time to get even fucking richer.
Advance have this to say to you.
It ends today.
We are coming for your sports cars and your mansions and your vineyards.
It ends today.
We will put the wealth of this country back where it should have always been. In the hands of the people who created it.
It ends today.
Yes, it ends today. And tomorrow, we'll start making it fair again. Just like we promised we would.
And until then, ladies and gents, I suggest we all get pissed.
I can't argue with that. Thank you for your time.
Well, an interesting acceptance speech there from the leaders of Advance, and our apologies for the fruity language. Hopefully we got that bleeped out for you in time. If not, someone's going to be in trouble. So, as the country braces itself for new government, that's all from us this evening at the National Nightly News. We'll be back tomorrow with full coverage of the first day under Advance. I'm Jeremy Donaldson. Have a peaceful night.
Right, looks like you've got it now. Thanks for all the help, mate. I've got to go. Ferry's about to leave. Probably won't be coming back. Job's yours, mate. Good luck.
Old boring politics then.
No i się rozłączył chłop.
Fever dream. Am I dying now or something?
You should be so lucky. I'll see you tomorrow night.
Not coming for a drink?
Nope, got a date.
Lucky you. Try not to get murdered.
No i ładnie, A+, 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 A+. No nie chcę mi się tego klikać, more info. Brokas pur. Bardzo bogaty jestem. Okej. No to na razie nie patrzymy. To jest zarezerwowane na późniejszą część gry. Nawet tego nie otwieram, bo to są pełne spoilery, więc mogę sobie obejrzeć. Mogę sobie to władować. Szczerze powiedziawszy, nie chcę tego patrzeć póki co. O. To jest spoiler. Dobra. Dobra, robię póki co save and quit. Dziękuję wam za oglądanie pierwszego odcinka Zagrajmy w Not for Broadcast i do zobaczenia w przyszłych. Cześć!